Hey guys, so it's Sunday and I almost completely forgot that I need to film this video. It was like just 5 minutes ago I suddenly remembered because I'm incredibly tired. I went to go see Deathly Hallows last night and my best friend spent the night, so I barely got any sleep last night at all, so I've been about to fall asleep all day and I completely forgot about the video. But I also still have homework I need to do that's due tomorrow, so this is probably not going to be edited. I'm just going to talk and stuff and no editing. But I'm going to start on the questions. The first one is, what is your favorite class and why? My favorite class I'm taking right now is U.S. History. Social Studies is my favorite subject, and I just really like the class. For one, it's really easy for me, and I think I have over 100 in there right now. One, because we don't get work that often, and when we do, it's really easy, as long as you like do it, and my camera is being a little annoying. So yeah, and we have a lot of fun in there, and we watch movies sometimes. We watch movies in a lot of my classes, but we watch movies that have to do with like the time period we're learning about and stuff, and it's just fun. And are you going to the midnight premiere of Harry Potter? I did not go because it was a school night and I couldn't. I went and saw it last night, like I just said. I wish I could have gone to the midnight premiere. I'm going to LeakyCon in July when this part 2 comes out, and I'm probably going to go to the midnight release there, so that's going to be awesome. And how often do you get sick? I don't know. I'm kind of sick right now, but it's more allergies than like being sick, and it really depends. I used to get sick a lot more than I do now, but I don't get sick that often, but I do have a lot of days where I don't like feel that good, but I'm not really sick, if that makes sense. I don't know. And what are some of your favorite books and or authors? I was just going to do a couple, and then I started getting books and I got more and more, so I have like 7 books over here I think now. First one, Harry Potter. And basically every single one of these books, they're my favorite authors too, pretty much. So yeah, J.K. Rowling is probably my favorite author of all time, and Harry Potter are my favorite books of all time. Yeah. And then this is On the Banks of Plum Creek. It is one of the Little House books that like the Little House on the Prairie TV show is based on and stuff. It's written by Lauren Wilder. It was my second favorite author ever, and like they're based on her life. I think most people know about these books, but they're based on her life. She lived in like the 1800s, and this is the 4th book. And then Mockingjay. This is the 3rd book in the Hunger Games trilogy. I was going to get the first one, but the cover is downstairs, so I wanted to get one with the cover on it. But Suzanne Collins is probably one of my favorite authors ever, even though I've only read the Hunger Games books by her, and she has another like trilogy I think, but I haven't read it. I want to. And then Uglies by Scott Westerfield. Again, there's a trilogy, and I've read the whole trilogy, but then there's a 4th book too that has like a different main character, but it's the same universe, and apparently the main character in these books is in there. But I really want to read that too, but I love this series too. The Giver by Lois Lowry. I've read this by her and Number the Stars. We read them both in 6th grade. And I love this book. A lot of the people in my class hated this book because of the ending. My dad hates the book. My sister does too, I think, all because of the ending. But I love it. And then I'm realizing as I'm doing this that a lot of my favorite books have to do with like futuristic societies that are like have stuff messed up and everything. I don't know. And I was reading part of this earlier. This is The Witch of Blackbird Pond by Elizabeth George Spear. I've never read anything else by her. But we read this in 8th grade and I loved it. It takes place in the 1600s in Connecticut, and the main character is accused of being a witch during like the witch trials. And then this is the last one. And this is Just Listen by Sarah Dessen, and this is in a series, but she has a bunch of books, and they're all like romance books, pretty much, and I've read every single one of them, and I own all but one of them, and the one I don't own, my sister has. And this is the first one of her books I read, and in this one, the main character is like a model, and she almost got raped by her ex-best friend's boyfriend and stuff, and then she meets this one boy who no one at school like really likes, and obviously it's a romance, so you can kind of figure out what happens. But yeah, I love her books. Okay, I think that's all of the books. So then the challenge was do or show something creative. Since I've shown you something I wrote already, I'm going to show you stuff that I drew and painted in art class last year. And I'm not good, just for warning. I think I might have shown these in one of the videos on my personal channel, or at least some of them. But, yeah. So this was, we had to cut this hole in this little piece of paper. How long is this video? Okay, we had to cut this hole in this little piece of paper and look through it, and whatever we saw through it, we had to draw. So this is like the sink in the art room, and like all the stuff sitting on the sink and stuff. And then this one is, we had to take a like outside landscape. I think pretty much all of us did trees outside and paint it at 3 different times of the day. So this is the morning, afternoon, and evening, and that is a pretty bad sunset. And the down here the sun isn't too good. And I was technically supposed to put the sun in both of these too, but I didn't because it's right behind the tree here. So I said it would be on the other side to get out of that. Because I don't like painting the sun. This was like architectural drawing or whatever. We had to draw a building. I drew like a lighthouse type thing, and I hated this because the siding, there were so many lines that took forever. And then this is a composition thing we had to do of summer 2009, so this summer after my freshman year. And we went to Washington, D.C., hence the American flag and stuff. And so I have a lot of Washington, D.C. stuff, like the Metro, and the Constitution, and the Hope Diamond, and Washington Monument, Abraham Lincoln's hat. And we went to my cousin's bridal shower, that's why the rings are there. We drove to these places, the car, the laptop, my cell phone, some books that were supposed to be books I read over the summer, but it didn't end up being those books because I couldn't think of what books I'd read. I have The Hunger Games, Lock and Key, which is another Sarah Dessen book, and Looking for Alaska, which is a John Green book on here. And then Harry Potter stuff, because that's when the Half-Blood Prince came out. So I have the diary and the ring and locket there. And one more. This is supposed to be my bedroom, but as you can tell, like from my videos, my bedroom is a lot messier than this. And she told us to draw everything in our bedroom, but I thought she's never seen my bedroom, and it would take me like hours to draw everything in my bedroom, so I didn't. So basically my room is like completely bare, and there's nothing there but a bed and stuff, but I don't care. Yeah, I have more, I think, but I don't know where they are. So I think that's all. Oh, I asked a question today. My question is, are you fluent in any other languages other than English? I'm not really. I'm in Spanish 3 in school, and so like if I hear someone speaking Spanish or see it written, I can recognize some stuff and like kind of maybe know something they're talking about, but I can't really understand them like at all, because it makes no sense to me at all. Basically, I guess in that class and use my textbook whenever I can, and I've been able to get a B, but I basically have no clue what I'm doing. So, and that's like it, aside from like the occasional word that I know in other languages, like that pretty much everyone knows, you know. But yeah, I want to learn Japanese because I watch anime. I really want to know Japanese, but knowing me, I'd never be able to learn it. Yeah. Anyway, okay, so that's all for today. Bye, guys.